There we go. Ended up somewhere in a program and I'm like, but how did I get there? And that's not where I wanted to be. Okay. It's Friday. It's early because I don't know what my sleep schedule is anymore, and we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go. We could use the extra time anyway. Hi, Momo. You've got to be kidding me. Every damn time. Really? Are you sure? Are you super sure that you have to go pee-pee right now? Jesus Christ. Right. Well, yep. Hold on, Momo. Hold on. I'm coming. Give me 1 second. I'm coming. All right, you guys. Puppy has to potty right now. Right, woof. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. I was as fast as Gimpy Puppy and Gimpy Mommy can maneuver right now, so. Swear, every time. Let's see. Sorry, coming back in, I realized how chapped my lips were. Alright, so. Let's try this again. And start loading into Streamland. Now that I've been sitting on my be right back puppy potty emergency screen. Sorry about that, you guys. One of these days this game will load. There we go. I wish you could like tell it to load in pause. So, we haven't gotten very far since we last left off. We were working on doing the roof work of our cave area over here. Haven't decided yet if I'm gonna put any plants in any crevices up here. I was debating it, but maybe we just will leave it be. Alright, so we might as well just kind of dive on in here. And see what we can get to happen. Like, I don't mind certain things. Being a little off height and stuff. Like, that's okay. To a degree, you know. Oh, shit. That wasn't okay, though. that was a little... That was a little much. What? I hate doing roof work. Drives me crazy. It's just one of those necessary things that gotta get done. So it's Friday. How is everybody? How'd your week go? I know I wasn't that particularly chatty yesterday, at least I don't think I was. I was not well yesterday. I was fighting a migraine. I was fucking exhausted. I don't even remember what the fuck we talked about yesterday, to be perfectly honest. I just don't. Which that in and of itself is kind of a, what was going on there? Just don't remember. Alright. Like, I was in... Like Russell was talking about going to bed around 7:38? 8:30 at the absolute latest. And I was sitting there and I said to him, I said, I'm actually debating going to bed myself, but I'm also kind of afraid that if I do, I'm gonna wake up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm gonna be awake. And he's like, well, if you're that tired. And I was like, yeah, but I also don't want to completely fuck what sleep schedule I have. He goes, it's already fucked. You might as well. So we ended up laying down in here for a while. And then he's like, nope, I gotta get up. He goes, my anxiety's starting to get oppressive. And I was like, alright. I said, are you gonna lay back down here? Or are you gonna be leaving? He goes, I'm probably gonna end up going back in the other room. He goes, but I'm gonna be here for a while. He goes, I'm up for the moment. I was like, okay. Just so you know, I have a better sense of sounds and stuff. And I know where he is when I wake up, and he is not where I last expected him to be. It's easier for my brain to handle. And I fell asleep. And, well, no, I drifted for a while, and then I think I did fall asleep, and then I kind of woke up about something. And then I fell back asleep again, and then I was in the middle of a really stupid dream. And I got ripped out of it because the cats were being ridiculous. And Russell had stood up to yell at them or something. And when he stood up to tell him knock it off, it got worse. And I woke up to cats hissing. But it was weird because my dream was sort of taking place in the same room we were in, so I was really fucking disoriented when I woke up, and I was like, what is happening? And so I laid there for a few minutes trying to figure out reality, and I was like, what time is it? And he told me, and I was like, and he's like, I said, did you get your pill? Because it was after the alarm on his phone had gone off. He goes, I'm gonna go to bed in a minute and take it. I was like, okay. And he was sitting there for a while, and I don't know if I started to fall back asleep or not, but I laid there in like this weird half-awake state for a while, and then I said to him, I said, what time is it? And he told me, I was like, you need to take your pill. He goes, yeah, I'm going to bed. And I was like, no, I'm not chasing you. Stay up however late you fucking want. I'm just saying, I want you to take your pill before you forget. Because if I fall back asleep, your alarm's off snooze, and you're not gonna remember. And we might have stuff to do later, so, I prefer if you took it to try to hang on to some sort of sanity. And, he ended up going to take it, and I was awake. I remembered vividly being awake from like 12:30 this morning till like, I don't know. I know I got up around 5:30 because I had to go to the bathroom. No, I had gotten up before then to go to the bathroom. That was the second time I got up to go to the bathroom. And I distinctly remember that, and I actually checked my computer at that point because I was debating whether or not I was gonna get something to eat because I was starting to get hungry. So last time I had eaten was like 6:30. And I was like, my stomach's gonna start growling soon if I don't try to eat something. I know this. And then I was debating whether or not I actually wanted to attempt to eat. And I was like, no, let's not. That might not be the best idea. So I kind of talked myself out of it. Which I don't know if that was a good idea or not, but... As long as the ceiling doesn't get too low on the inside, we're probably okay. Probably. And then I think I was still awake around 8:30, although I think I fell asleep and then woke up. Yeah, I woke up because I had to pee again, and I thought Zuzu was coming in to lay down because I heard him walking through the bedroom with his nails on the floor, and I popped up because I was like, oh, he probably needs hotspot spray if he's coming in at this point. And he got a drink, and I was getting up. By the time I sat up and maneuvered my sad little self into some sort of position where I could check him and get his hotspot spray on him, he left, and I'm like, what? It's like, I thought you wanted spray. Like, come back here. And by the time I went to see where the hell he went, he was already gone and back with my mom. I was like, really? Thanks a lot, dude. Alright, that's not terrible. And then I fell back asleep and woke up again, and Russell was up, and I really wasn't sure what time it was. I can't remember if I asked him what time it was. I feel like he was taking Momo out, but I can't be certain. I just feel like that's what was happening. And I thought he sat down at his computer, and I was kind of surprised because I was thinking, didn't he have something he had to do today? And I kind of let it go, and I was like, well, maybe he's early, so he's killing time. And then I fell back asleep again. And woke up sometime later to like thumping, and I was like, what the? I was very confused. I was like, what is happening? What am I hearing? Why does this feel strange? Like, the thumping feels very, very strange. I don't understand what's happening here. And it kept, then it stopped, and then it started again. I was like, what? Could not figure it out for the life of me. And the longer I'm sitting there and the more it keeps sporadically happening, I'm like, it really sounds like a car door slamming shut. Excuse you. That was Ed. You behave back there. And, I didn't understand because I'm like, there shouldn't be anybody here, number one. At least I don't think there's anybody here. And then I started to wake up a bit more. I'm like, why would somebody be here? That doesn't really make any sense. Oh my god, the amount of rocks we're using on this thing is crazy. And then I thought I heard a... Then I was like, well, maybe he left to go somewhere. And I kind of brushed it off. And then I was like, wait, didn't my mom say something about needing to go to Walmart? I was like, well, maybe he took her to Walmart. But then I heard a noise in the kitchen and I'm like, what? Because it sounded like somebody moving plates or something around and I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So I had to get up at that point because my brain just wouldn't let it be, since I really had no idea what the hell was happening at that stage. And I get up, finally, carefully maneuver myself out of bed so I don't fuck anything up worse than it already is between my hand and my back. And we have a soft squishy foam mattress, so sometimes getting out of bed quickly is difficult on this mattress. It's gotten more difficult as time has gone on. It's not like a name brand anything. We had picked it up at a local furniture store when they were still kind of like a new thing. We definitely need to replace that mattress, but that's not going to be happening anytime soon. But anyhow, finally got my ass out of bed and got out to the kitchen. And I'm standing there. Nobody's there. I was like, what? What do you mean nobody's here? I was like, I just heard like plates like crashing around. Like somebody was out here. Like, what is happening? And just making sure that's where I actually wanted it to be placed. Sorry for all the spinning and stuffs. I was very confused. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, did I just imagine all of the banging? Was it coming from the neighbors? Like, I know I've not been feeling well the past month. And I have been sick to some degree. Nothing major. Just, you know, not feeling well, stomach bug, my hand upsetting me, and then my back upsetting me, you know, just stupid shit, right? And I'm just like, what? And then I was like, well, where's his keys? Because if his keys are on the hook, then maybe he is here? And then I didn't see his keys on the one hook, and I was like, well, wait, that might really not mean anything. Because he could have potentially hung them somewhere else. Because we've got a couple key places. So I was like, alright, well, now what? And so I realized I had my socks on, so I opened the front door and started to like duck my head out. And I stepped out onto the porch. And then I saw the source of the thumping. He had unloaded the car from when we went to Sam's yesterday. And the cases of water and a couple of cases of soda were sitting on the porch. They still are. We need to bring them in. But I can't lift anything right now, so that's a problem. I can't help him bring them in. And dishes needed to be done more than bringing stuff in at that very moment. But that stuff's sitting out there in the heat, and I don't really want it out there in the heat. But that's kind of neither here nor there, really. But and then I realized the car was gone. I was like, so I was hearing car doors banging. It's like, Jesus Christ. I was just so fucking confused. And felt so stupid for feeling so confused over something that really I shouldn't have been. I want to put this guy. Maybe. Well, I mean, I guess you can like kind of slot into I tilted him and I hadn't really meant to do that, but so I can kind of slot you into there, right? And we'll start to make this our cutoff point. Okay, that really wasn't what I wanted to do, but okay. I guess you live there now? I suppose? Okay. Can put you there. And I just realized this seems quite a bit higher than the inner section here. How did that happen? Intersection was supposed to be higher. Well, I guess maybe we can use the bigger rocks for the intersection, maybe? I don't know. I'm just glad we finally got the good trash bags again. We've been getting this, I guess an off-brand copycat of Force Flex from Sam's. And we ran out before we had gone food shopping. And we were like, oh no, because we had forgotten to grab them. And so we quick grabbed an emergency bag from Glad, which is a name brand, right? You would think that it would be better. Oh, fuck no. Glade, sorry.
Glade. How'd you even get Glad? It's one of my salmon.
No, Glad makes Tupperware. The disposable Tupperware stuff.
Oh, you're just confused?
Yeah,
okay,
I just said that.
Misreading.
No, I just said the wrong one.
Ah, okay, fair enough.
Although I'm pretty sure there was Glad trash bags. There are. Yeah, no, there's Glade. I'm not stupid. Dick? I know what I saw. Sorry, now I have to message him. He's in the other room. Maybe that's why they were so shitty, was because they were from Glade. No, that's what it is. They're Glade scented trash bags. Because Glade trash bags comes up nothing but like plugins into the wall.
What the fuck?
It's Glad trash bags. Anyhow, we got this trash bag thing that was a name.
I stand 100% corrected.
That's why they smell funny.
I admit that openly. I got no problem admitting I was the confused one there.
I was gonna say. Oh, goodness. Alright. And, you would think that a name brand would, be better than this weird off-brand that we were getting from, Sam's, but oh no! No, they were worse. They were so much worse. It was baffling how this could possibly be worse.
Sorry, Mama.
She was very upset when you guys went to the store. I went in to check on Zuzu and she's sitting there on the rug just staring at the door. Waiting for you to come back. I was like, kitten? What you doing? Alright, grab this guy. We'll kinda maybe put him... Yeah, that's a good fit there. Underneath. Can I, like, flip you over, though? We should now have the Arid pack installed. Last week when we picked it up, Russell's like, no, it should be good to go, and I'm like, didn't I have to do something though? And he's like, no. And yeah, I did have to actually go and claim the doodad and tell Steam that I was accepting my gift, so that's why it wasn't showing up, but it should be there now. And I did check the generator, and the new stuff is showing up. We got that going. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure that we're staying on top of the rock work up here, because I don't want it to get too far behind on us up here. Alright, that's not too bad. Okay, actually, this is a little bit lower than fully okay with. Alright, that's a little bit better. I don't know what that's gonna look like from up above yet, but we'll see. Sorry, it's hard to look at the ceiling when you're down below. That should be okay there. There is a slight gap here. That's fascinating. Is it really visible though? I mean, we're gonna get that covered up. Alright, so let's grab this big guy here. He's not that big, but we'll work on getting him slotted in to somewhere that I'm happy with. That ought to be okay right there. Oh my god, so many rocks on this. I'm just like, oh. Probably more rock work than I really wanted to do over here, but them's the breaks, I'm afraid. That's not a bad... Oh. It's not a bad fit right there. But if I bring you up too far... I don't think that's too low. That should be okay. You alright?
Sit in the restroom.
Oh, fuck. Okay. So, let's see if I put you here. Sorry, I'm really... That oh fuck was it. I'm really uncomfortable, but no matter what way I sit, it's not gonna really change anything, so I might as well stream sitting, laying. It doesn't really seem to change anything, so we might as well entertain ourselves, right? So get that put into there. Alright, you. I'm gonna raise you up just a little bit, right? And then this guy. Well, no, not that guy. This guy? Maybe. If I can figure out if I can position him into here appropriately. Or am I still gonna have gappy gaps? Well, I mean, I guess it's okay to have some gappies. Although that looks like that should be okay. Should be. Alright. So let's see about getting this next layered bit in here. So we're gonna have a little bit of some height variation happening here. Just a little. Alright, let's take a look from here. How we doing? How are we looking? I mean, it's not bad. We might have to do some smaller guys up in here. Alright. So this guy, he's a pretty big guy. So if I kinda tuck you into there. That should be interesting, if nothing else. If nothing else, it's definitely something. Well, that's a nice little guy there. Where else can I put you? Because you look pretty okay. Is that where I really want you to be, though? Kinda. You kind of fit in there pretty good. Alright, so I didn't actually want that to close out. It keeps closing out completely on me. Alright, let's see. Hello. Tallest? How are you today? I think I remember you from the husband stream. So the husband's gonna be back on my channel on Saturdays. He decided it wasn't worth the effort for the small amount that he streams to be on his own channel for now, at least. So he's decided to come back. Oh, come back over here, and that's fine. It's easier for me to get the VOD from him and put it on the YouTube channel anyway. This way, I can just hit export and be done with it. I'm alright. See, I'll be better once my back starts behaving, but I'm alright. I thought it was starting to behave a little bit better when I first woke up, but that was before I actually got up and tried to get moving here, and well, those hopes and dreams were quickly squashed. 100%. So we are currently working on the roof of our rock cave here for our creepy crawly bug exhibits. making some slow progress. We started this part last week, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, which is always a crapshoot. Never fully sure if my memory is what we were actually doing. I think it is. Oh, this guy's a big one. Where is that? Alright, that should be... Okay, that should be okay. This guy... Can I bring him up just a skosh? Alright, what's that look on this side, though? Did I just fuck anything up? I don't think I did. No, we're still cool. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look too bad. What? Get out of the wall. I mean, it looks kind of cave-like. So we've got that section roofed, and then we're kind of cutting across here to work on this section. Kind of looks more like a plateau than a cave, but that's okay. So this we can work with. We've still got a long ways to go here, but see what we can make happen. Nope, that's not what I wanted at all. I wanted Mr. Green. Mr. Green. We're supposed to have some storms later. We'll see if we actually get them. We had a little bit of rain yesterday that was just enough. Just enough to intensify the humidity for the rest of the day. That was kind of shitty. I mean, we needed the rain, but we needed a hell of a lot more than what we got. So that was a little disappointing. To be honest, I was really hoping for some more than that. Okay, this guy. Let's see if we can duplicate him a little bit. Just a little. Tomorrow we're planning on working on the challenge zoo against each other, or the current one. Hopefully things go according to plan. I'm hoping they do. Because now the husband's caught back up to me.
Still one short.
Well, you still have a lot of cosmetic to do.
Not as much as you might think.
You still have to redo that front section.
Well, yes, but that isn't part of the immediate challenge.
Still overall park prettiness.
Well, we're not on that part yet.
I don't know if you heard of it. He's like trash talking me.
You're trash talking me. I'm just refuting your bullshit. How do you think this is?
Solo day is what I think it is. It's cave day is what it is. We're working on the cave, yo. I wish I would stop closing this window when I don't want it closed. That's a little bit infuriating. I mean, you could get in chat, but... I also don't know what the hell you're doing. I'm not sure if you're talking to Tyler or if you're just dicking around on Reddit. Is Reddit still alive anyway?
Yeah. It took a hit, but it's alive.
Because the way you were talking, it sounded like it was...
It's having problems still.
Oh, I found out more about that, that issue that we were kind of laughing about. Shit, was it last night? With the two powerhouses going after each other. Where, Zuckerberg's trying to make his own version of Twitter called Threads, and Musk is trying to sue him. Seems as though he's trying to sue him because Zuckerberg hired ex-Twitter employees that took some information with them when they left on how the systems were built. And he's like, I'm all for competition, but fair competition. This isn't fair competition. They've taken trade secrets with them.
Yeah, he's all about fair competition as long as he's not the one.
And I'm like, dude, you're the one that fired them, so, you know. Have you realized your oopsies? I mean, you know. Just like, what the fuck ever, dude? What the fuck ever? I think he's just mad that 50,000 people signed up for the new one on like day one.
Well, if he wouldn't shoot himself in the foot.
Yeah, and he keeps trying to force the issue, especially with TweetDeck going behind a paywall now, because I know a lot of people use it. It's what I had to use managing the WoW Challenges account. So I probably would have been forced out of doing that at this point because I know Lita wouldn't have paid for that. There's no money to pay for it. Talk about things getting fucking ridiculous. Not ridiculous that she wouldn't pay, ridiculous that they put it behind a paywall. For those that are unsure of what the hell I'm saying. It's just so dumb. That's not too bad. What do we look like from the ground? Alright, we don't look too bad from here. You can still see some light and probably hear stuff from inside, so that's fine. It's not like we were trying to make an airtight building anyway. Oof, okay. Really tired of whatever this is that's out of place. Being out of place. Alright, let's see here. I've got that on the ground there so I can get it semi-flat. Or semi-even, just so it's not being extra weird. I'm going in here. Do I want to tilt that? I don't know if I want to tilt it, but I definitely want to turn it. Okay, so I'll put that there. And maybe that there, kind of with the tree kind of growing around it, I suppose. Are we actually touching though? That's the next thing. I need it to be touching that bottom rock there, because from here it doesn't look like it necessarily. But at the same time, are we touching? I mean, that kind of looks like it's touching now. I guess, yeah, that is touching there, it just doesn't look like it. Somehow that outer section got raised up higher than I was necessarily looking for, I guess. How did I do the other entrance? Just curious. Okay, I just had some stuff. So no, there we did floor signs for the cave, because I wasn't sure how I wanted that to go, and I don't know, the floor sign seemed like the better idea at the time. I suppose. So it is Friday. How has everybody's week been? Everybody doing all right? That totally looked like that was a different angle, and I should have known that's what was gonna happen there. Alright, so then I'll take this guy. And we're gonna slide him into here. Just want to make sure that we're actually touching things that are supposed to be touched. Okay, that looks all right there. Now, lots of maneuvering around. Sorry if I'm spinning too much for some of you guys, but kind of have to look at it from a couple different angles here. Just want to make sure that we're not getting too ridiculous in certain places. That guy there. Anybody have any plans for this weekend? Any summer vacations happening? Or just weekend getaways? Staycations? Setting up a tent in your backyard? I kind of want one of those bed tents. But at the same time, it's not feasible because I know our cats are assholes. And they would have the whole fucking thing shredded on one side or another trying to get into it. And then the dog sometimes likes to jump in bed with me. And he can't do that if I have the sides closed. That or he'll be fucking afraid of it. I don't think Momo would care too much, but Zuzu would be like terrified. He doesn't like tall objects. So we had this walking stick that would keep, we'd have it like propped up in a corner. It would keep sliding. That and the broom, I think, slid a couple times when it was leaning against the wall and tapped him, even though it was very light. Whenever we pick up the broom handle now or go to reposition the walking stick, he's like, oh, I'm out of here. I'm like, buddy, it's okay. He's like, nope. And he's gone. Alright, so we got that. I'm actually debating leaving the center open air. Like, we can grab that and, like, add it onto, the roof back here. Not what I wanted in the slightest. I just want to duplicate that. I mean, so we could technically maybe leave it somewhat open air, but I don't know. It might not look right. Have to think about it. Have to think about it. So we've got that kind of happening there. Grab this big guy here. What are you doing anyway?
I was trying to do a horde night, but
Isn't this the time when the server resets? What time is it? It's almost 2. Doesn't the server reset around now?
no.
Oh, it seemed like the other day it did it around this time.
Oh, that was happenstance.
Oh. So server dead as in nobody's around, or server?
It just like died, shut down. Got overloaded, I guess.
Oh. Okay, that's interesting. And a little bit unexpected. So if I do you guys there. Okay, so let's see. Bring you up into here. But I kind of want to turn you just a bit because we've got some gaps under here. But I kind of want to fill in. That should be okay there. This guy, kind of want to bring across into here. So, I mean, we're sort of making progress. Sort of. I mean, we've got a little bit of height variation in that section. This section's a little bit the same, but that should be okay. I don't see that being too much of a problem. Alright, so let's put you into place there. Now, I haven't... not even contemplating the center ring yet. I'm just not. Right now, I just kind of want to focus on this middle section here. Okay, that's another big guy. So what if we take you and kind of bring you into here? I know right as I was trying to get started and Momo's like, hey, guess what time it is? And I'm like, no. And he's like, yep. So when we had to step outside for a potty, tell you, the wind's definitely kicked up. And I swear the air felt slightly cooler than it did when I had him out. Oh, what time was it? I think it was around 11. Oh shit, you missed your morning pill.
No, I didn't. I took it before I left.
Oh, did you? Yeah. I must have woke up just as you were leaving. Okay, so we've got that. Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Alright, so let's see here. What do we want to grab? Maybe this guy? Just to kind of break things up a bit in here. And let's see, we've got this guy. What do you look like from the other sides? Alright, you really don't have a whole lot of variation on you, do you? Not really. Still, that's not too bad. From the ground, it's definitely fine. You can really only see the outer edges from here. I mean, we have to do something okay-ish on the inside, or on the top, because if we do any sky rides or anything, ow, you're gonna be able to see it. So we do have that. We're gonna kind of need to be aware of here. So how far out do I want that to be? That might be okay. So put that in there. So I actually managed to be up early for me today. I just could not seem to stay asleep, and then I felt like I was forcing myself to sleep, and that never ends well. that usually ends up in my green city, so I was like, I'm done. I give up. I'm throwing in the towel. So we just decided to start a little bit early then. In that case, I could have started way early, but I kind of needed to eat something. So we ended up starting a little bit later than I could have. Alright, that's not too bad. Let's see about bringing... Oh. No. Not what I wanted. Okay. Excuse me. Brain, fingers, and game. Let's all work together here. Click, then drag. There you go. My hand kept trying to take off without actually clicking there, I think. Alright, you need to sit down just a little. Alright, but so far, it's not too bad. Because, you know, we don't want it to be completely uniform across the top. We want it to kind of have its own sort of feel here. To a degree. Really? Who the hell's cutting grass?
It's the church people.
Because their grass is oh so long.
Yeah, I know.
I
They're
don't.
contracted.
Yeah, I know. They used to come on Saturday morning, damn it. I think they've changed contractors. For a second, I thought it was our neighbor. Okay, now. Let me duplicate this guy. How do I want to deal with you? I mean, you've got a pretty decent flat side there. I mean, it does make you a little bit awkwardly shaped, but actually, turn that back on. We could go... So what did we do here? We flipped you upside down, it looks like. So, sorry for the grass cutting noise. That is out of my control entirely. Come on. Especially when there's a business across the street. Damn it! Come back! Shit. Wrong clicked. Oh, it's annoying. You know what? I'll put that back. Alright, so let's see. How far over can I get away with moving you? They don't even have that much grass. But yet they'll still be over there dicking around for like an hour and a half. Which is absolutely amazing. Alright, so do we want this guy to sit a little bit lower? Because he can. I mean, that's probably about as low as I would go, just so we don't have any big gaps happening on that. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. I mean, this guy's really not that big. Not really. Hi, Momo. What's up, my buddy?
I really can't walk away at this very moment, buddy. You're gonna have to chill for a minute.
I mean, it has been almost an hour and a half, so I'll give you that. Oh, were you triggered by the smell of grass being cut? He's upset that his favorite grass outside died that he likes to eat. Or he ate it all. I don't know which is the case, but... Hi, my bud. What's up? Do I need to get you? Oh, there goes that car again. You're gonna make me go outside?
Or just wait like another 4 to 5 minutes, buddy.
I don't know. He went over to Russell, so I'm not sure
You gotta wait, buddy.
if he can wait. The last time he went, he didn't really do a whole lot. He did a little bit. He did a couple of fake outs on me. And like by the 4th fake out, it wasn't actually a fake out, like he peed like the 4th time, so he was having trouble getting into a comfortable position to pee, I think is what it was. Oh, do you know what the deal is with the bag on the neighbor's front porch?
I'm sorry, what?
Do you know what the deal is with the bag on the neighbor's front porch? She's got some kind of white bag hanging on something, and it keeps blowing in the wind and banging. I didn't know if she even knew it was there. It kind of looks similar to our clothespin bag. Okay. Momo's whining. Now would be a good time to go and get a snack. Or go do your own puppy potty break. And I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. He was dicking around a little more than normal. He was trying to find some grass to eat. We did eventually pee though, so that's good. He didn't take me out there for nothing. Sorry about that, you guys. When puppy's got a potty, puppy's got a potty. That's just the way things go. Alright, there's only so many rocks in the game, so kinda have to figure out how you want to handle using them. Kind of want to use another one of these guys. Right, and maybe turn them a little. Like, I'm okay with some sections being like dipped down or carved up. It's just the way that section is. Like, I'm okay with that. Maybe we put you in there. I mean, we could have a tiny, tiny sliver right there that's open, but then again, maybe we could just find another guy that we could just slip on into there. That mostly covers it. It looks like. What do we look like from down here? Oh, too far down. Alright, probably gonna have to look from this side. I just can't get the angle I want to see this at. Like, the spot that's open is so tiny. Okay, that fills it. So that's fine there. Who looks flat-ish? Alright. If I take you... Alright, we've used this guy a lot. How about we maybe angle you? And then we could like tuck you into there, perhaps? Maybe? Maybe kinda sorta. And then over here, how low do we want to go? I mean, that's not bad. Keep thinking I'm like moving so slow on this, but you know, we're actually kind of not. Where did we start today? We started over here today. Somewhere. Maybe in here. So we're actually not doing too bad. All things considered. Alright, I did remember to unmute, right? Yes. Sometimes I don't. And then I'm sitting here for who knows how long talking to myself. We can only go so... Thank you, game, for totally doing that. That was wonderful. Sometimes when you're in that XYZ thingy and you go to rotate, it will spin you all over the place. No, I really want that rock. Thank you. I mean, the plants are nice, but I really just wanted the rock there. Just to give this guy a little bit of support for hanging over. That doesn't look too bad there. At least I don't think it does. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Said it before, and I will always say it. This soundtrack is so great. Definitely I'm feeling that, and I love how there's this little curve to this, and I know I'm probably overusing this a little bit, but I love the slight curve to it. Just kind of like plops on in there. So great. Did I need to help you fill that stuff out, or?
No.
Okay. Is that enough, though? I guess that's good enough. Where? Yes, that's what I'm looking for. At least I'm kind of recognizing the rocks I'm looking for now. Alright, let's see. What edges do I want? Probably this edge. Yeah, that's not bad. We'll go with that. And then this guy. we can maneuver in between the trees here. Alright, that's not too bad. I'm trying to have it not be entirely uniform here, so... How are we doing here? Alright, so we're coming up on... Well, we've got a little ways to go before we get to the next hallway. Merger there. Alright, we haven't used these guys in a little bit, so let's grab one of you. I don't want to get too far behind. And where we're currently covering. Alright, that's not terrible. But I do think it needs some smaller guys here, just to kind of accompany him. I don't know if that's really the right word. To make him look like he's not just... Who am I using? I'm using that one. Just to make sure he's not just sitting here looking all weird by himself. Okay, now we do have this face showing up again here, so tell you what, how about we grab this guy, right? I kinda had him. There we go. Like, I sorta had him where I wanted him. And then I didn't hit the key right. Okay, so that'll break up that edge a bit. Will it break it up as much as it should be? I don't know, but I think it'll break it up enough. Or at least I believe it will. So I'm gonna take another one of these. But we're gonna turn him just a bit. So let's get that kind of brought over here. And I'm going to bring you down just a little. Alright, that's not terrible. But I think we're gonna trio this guy. Right? So then maybe we can... Oh, no, 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 no. Not what I was looking for at all. Alright, I don't know how low I can get away with bringing you down. What? I didn't want to sit on the floor though. I didn't want to be on the floor. Alright, so I think we might be... balloon height, that might be a little close. That might be okay though. Okay, so if I put you there. And then this guy. Just trying to figure out our height right there. I can probably get away with you about probably there. And then perhaps fuss you into about maybe there. I mean, it's not too bad. I'm just wondering if I need another small guy. Like in here maybe? Alright, I do want another one of these guys. Let's see about sliding you into there, because you just kind of look like you fit. I know we have this gap here, but I mean, it's not too bad. So, which rock was which? That is the next question. Where did I use you? Where were you last tucked in here? Okay, you can actually come up just a little bit. Alright, that ought to be okay right there. Oh my goodness, we still have the center section to cover. Oof. Sorry, trying to gently stretch is a little difficult at the moment. Okay. to there. It seems okay. And then this guy, I'd kind of like to bring over the edge just a teeny bit. Can I bring you up just a little? Alright, that's not too bad. So I am trying to come back and look how the stuff's overhanging and just trying to see if it looks like it should have a little bit more support in some areas without it being like super obvious that that's what we did. Sometimes it can get pulled off pretty easily. Sometimes. Well, nope, 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 nope. Other times, not so much. Alright, that's not too bad right there. Okay, this guy, we can bring you over to here, I think. And well, that's not bad looking. It's not bad looking at all. Alright. So we'll just kind of put you right there. And we'll turn this guy all about. Not quite doing the hokey pokey, but he's probably okay not doing the full hokey pokey. So we are gonna have to fill that gap in there, but that shouldn't be so bad. How about you? Can I fill this with you? Should have put angle snap on. Probably more than likely should have. I think I've got like a minute gap here somewhere. Yeah. Well, I mean, it might be okay. Let's take a step back and kind of look at us overall here. See how we're doing. Make sure we're still okay with the state of things. Now it does look a little strange on this edge here. That's because we haven't done this area yet. I think we're looking okay. We're doing alright. You know what? I am going to save though. Because we've done a fair bit of rock work so far. And God forbid it crashes, I will cry. So let's not have that happen. That would be disastrous. I don't think the weird crashes are still happening. I think that's a thing from a while ago, but never hurts to remember to save, because you never know. It could be a fluke power outage that happens. We've had them from time to time. Which I'm glad that my dad's not here for, because that would have been all sorts of problematic with his oxygen machine and stuff. It wasn't out for long, but still would have been an issue. And we had a couple of backup things, but I'm trying to remember the longest amount of time our power was out for. Probably 24 to... Cat! Can we stop? Probably like 24 to 36 hours when the car hit the pole. But that was the power company's fault, because they didn't dispatch the trucks like they were supposed to come back out and fix it. Because we were really upset that the line guy was cutting the power to the house, and he's like, we have to replace this over here, and we can't turn it back on until you make repairs to your roof, so you have to get somebody out here to fix that, and then we can reattach everything. Because where the power lines connected into the house got fucked up. And we're like, great. So the mother-in-law got on the horn to the insurance. Insurance got on the horn to somebody else. And they sent somebody else out here to fix the thing. And then they dicked around and were milking everything for all it was worth. Taking forever. They said that they didn't have a part that they needed in their truck and they had to go get it. They said they were going to Lowe's, which Lowe's Fayetteville is about a 15 to 20 minute drive from here. They were gone for like almost 2 hours. And I'm like, where the fuck did they fuck off to? Because they were supposed to have been done by a certain time. Because the roofer showed up to fix the section of roof around the thing that the electricity guys were fixing. And I'm just like... Because we had to get a residential electrician to fix that part before the power company would come back and fix something else. And it was just a fucking nightmare. And I'm just like, why is this happening? I think that's the longest our power was ever out for.
At this location.
Yeah, at this location. Oh, there was the 3-day nightmare. Sorry, my keyboard tray wasn't sitting right. There was a 3-day nightmare back in Jersey for a switch that had to be flipped on a transformer. Oh, that...
Well, okay, to be fair, they did have a fuck ton of problems at the time, didn't they? Wasn't that after the storm?
Yeah, it was right after the hurricane came through. And we couldn't understand why the people across the street had power. But, like, it turned out to be only, like, 5 houses on our street that didn't have power or something. It wasn't even the entire block. And we had, you know, kept reporting the outage, and they're like, yeah, crews are working in the area. We had lost everything that was in the fridge, everything that was in the freezer. We couldn't cook unless we grilled out. Russell and I were working at the casino, so we had to take ice cold showers. Fortunately, it was still pretty warm outside, but that also meant no fans to sleep with, which was pretty miserable. We were charging our phones and our like Kindle stuff at work because we had no power to charge them at home, and I was just hoping that nobody was going to get pissed off about me doing it. And when they finally came to look at our situation, I can't remember if he told the neighbor or if he told us, but someone said, oh yeah, it was just a switch that we had to flip on a transformer. It took them less than 5 minutes to fix it. They didn't even have to replace any equipment. It was just a switch that got flipped. I guess something surged and it flipped something. And I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? We had to, we lost so much money trying to deal with having to get takeout, and oh, it was a fucking nightmare. We had to get bags of ice because my dad had medication that had to be kept cold, and and that was in Jersey. That was Sandy, Hurricane Sandy. It was quite the pain in the ass. I mean, we've had some power outages here that have lasted a couple of hours, but nothing too bad, aside from the extenuating circumstances of that car accident. I can't remember how long the power was out for the winter storm, though.
I think the winter one was only out like 2 days.
That we were here for.
Oh, that we were here at this location?
Yeah.
Oh no, that was like
a couple of hours.
Yeah, we've only really had like a couple hours.
Something like that. Because I remember the power kept being weird, and we ended up cutting the circuit breaker because we were afraid it was going to kill the appliances because it kept surging off and on and like dimming and almost going out and then coming fully back up, and it was just doing that on like not really a cycle but repeatedly. And we're like, we don't know what the fuck's going on, but we also didn't have money to replace appliances if they got blown, so we're like, yeah, let's cut it for a little bit. And then we went for a walk to see if we could see what was happening. I like that little like dip that's doing with those two kind of nestled on top of each other. That's pretty good. But we ended up going for a walk in the snow because, you know, we didn't have anything else to do. I forget what time it was. Wasn't it like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning? And you could see where some of the power, like the street lights and stuff, were being a little weird in some sections. I think we later found out that it was from either a transformer or power lines arcing. I think it eventually did go down all the way, or the power company took it down all the way. I can't remember which. Until they finally got that sorted out. Right now we're just dealing with it being hot. Although it's not too bad right now. Numerically, temperature-wise. Humidity-wise, it's still a little toasty out there. When I was out with the pupper. Certainly better than it had been. I will say that. That's not too bad. I'd like to take a step back and take the blinders off, I guess, and like look at the bigger picture, de-zonify what I've been working on, just to see how we're fitting in here with everything else. Sometimes you just gotta take a look at the larger puzzle here. Just to get a feel for where you're at. Alright, so we're coming up on this other, I guess it's kind of, not, well, it could be like a T or like a Y junction here. Alright, let's see. What do I want to grab here next? I actually think I want to grab this guy again. I mean, he's got this great curve, right? That just works so well in some places. Like, look at that, that's great. Okay, so we'll put you there. Now, to handle this next part, is it anyway? Okay. We still have oodles of time. We are actually making remarkably good time today. I don't think we'll be spinning the wheel today. I don't think we're making quite that much oodles or that much good time, but I mean, we still have a good ways to go here, but so I'll put you there. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what the hell she had on her head. It's that, crane hat. Like, I'm like, does she have a Santa hat on? I'm like, what the hell is she even wearing? Like, I don't think there's a Santa hat in the game. Fairly certain there isn't. Okay, so we got those guys there. Alright, you. I need to borrow a copy of you. Let me see, how are you gonna fit into here? You're gonna fit well? Maybe? I mean, it's not too bad. Alright, I can dig that. It's a nice longer piece, so it'll take up a little bit more room. Alright, position change. Or stretch break. Okay. Stretch breaks are important. We really should take more of them. Okay. I mean, I could like sit you here. That's not half bad. So we can run with that. Most definitely. And then this guy. We can squish you into there. That's into like a dead section of the wall, so it doesn't have to be perfectly heighted there. And then this guy. Can get you a little bit higher. Probably as high as we can go right there, though. Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Alright, so yo darling, we are going to drag you to over here. See about kind of slotting you right about there. Just to get a little bit more height happening. All right. Now. Alright, how much of a problem? I don't think you're too much of a problem, but we'll raise you back up just a tiny bit. Just a skoshers. Alright, where's that smaller guy? What was the smaller guy? Was it this one? No. Where is he? We used him. I know we did. That's not... It might be you that I am after. Potentially. Maybe. Alright, let's see. How low are you sitting? Sitting a little low, but not... Whoop! Not overly. I mean, you could actually come down just a little and still be somewhat okay. I think. Alright. When you start doing so many of these, it's hard to not feel like you're repeating certain things here. Alright, so if I put you there. And let's see, maybe get you maybe about there, because we need to have a little bit of overlap. Or else we're gonna have all kinds of like sunlight holes shining through, and I'm okay with the sunlight peeking through. I don't really want it to like rain indoors and have the people get pissy. Alright. My mouse wire was touching my leg. I'm like, oh no, no. We're not having this. Not today. Alright, we need to be a little bit careful here. Right, because we don't want it clipping the equipment. So we're gonna have to pull you in. Just a bit. That should still be enough height-wise for the mechanics walking in through there. At least it feels like it should be. Alright. Bring this guy up. I mean, this one's not too bad. I mean, he takes up a decent footprint here. But I do wish they had a few more variations of some of the flatter ones. Or at least larger bits for like landscaping stuff. That would be pretty useful there. Alright, we need another rock. So let's go and find us another rock here. Kind of like this guy. think I can smush you in here appropriately. Maybe. Okay. Maybe we need one more guy here. Alright, that should cover those gaps. Which is why I really like this guy, because he's got a little bit of a height variation to him. It's not overly drastic. And he's long, so he does cover some ground. I know we can't cover the entirety with him. That doesn't mean I don't want to. I very much do. See if I can grab the right arrow connections here. Technically, we're still in the right position there. Like, we're not interfering with the turbine. All right, so let's see. Let's slide you into here. Okay, now let's get this guy. Pull you up into here. Get you all nice and slid into place. Alright. There's that. Okay, I think we're doing alright here. Okay, so yeah, we probably won't finish the roof entirely today. But I think we'll be almost. Because we still have this section to cover, which probably won't take that terribly long. But we do have this whole section in here. Still to go. Bless you. Bless you. Now don't get me wrong, we're still gonna try to get as much done as we can here. And I would love to be done this section today. I just don't foresee it fully happening. This one we could probably bring down just a little bit. So put you there. And then kind of feel like we could slide you into here. And let me grab one of these guys. I'll bring you up a little bit. Alright, that should be interesting, if nothing else, from underneath. Just want to make sure we're kind of sort of touching here. Okay, so let me drop you into location there. Okay, we do have a little bit of gap there. I thought I did, but I wasn't entirely sure. Do. Did we fill it? I think so. Alright, yeah, that's not too bad. That's a little better though. Okay, so grab another one of you. I feel like you're on an angle. Some of those guys that I had on that edge were angled a bit. I was messing with their positioning a little. Okay, I thought I saw a gap, but it was just that stupid gray circle around the tools there. I was like, where did you come from? And how exactly do I make you go away? Alright. So. Grab another one of you. And let's bring you on up. I think I actually want a second one of you. Turn you a little bit. Maybe we turn you all the way. Just to change it up a little. Like, that's a possibility. Alright, and then you can come over here. And potentially... Hark, it's the phone. The phone is ringing. The phone, we won't be right there. Sorry, way too many. Oh shit, what was the Wonder Pets? There we go. I couldn't remember the name of it. What the hell were the characters again? Lenny? Ming Ming? Tuck. Yes, I was like, it's something stupid. What the hell's the turtle's name? Wait, you don't call me Tuck.
Good Eye Tuck?
Oh, yeah. It's one of the catchphrases they would use in the show is, "Good eye, Tuck." Alright, let's big picture again here so we can see how we're doing. Not doing too badly. I feel like we need something here though. Break up this. I'm looking quite so uniform. Okay, that's a little better there. Alright, let's see. Is it getting... Not going to be too dark in here during the day. Because there is sunlight outside and, why aren't half my torches lit? Okay, there we go. It's like, what the fuck? What happened? Alright. So we're making some steady progress. It's just you hit a point where it's like, I just feel like we're just definitely not breaking it up enough. I don't want to be too repetitive, but at the same time, only so much you can do with that. Alright. So sometimes we just kind of have to turn the rocks every which way. If it's feasible. Sometimes it's just not. To mess with their orientation. Sometimes, though, you can pull it off. Alright, let's see. What does this get us? We could take that off now. At least I think we can. Alright, and you... we can double here. Let's see, how high up can we take you? Probably, realistically, it should be here, so this looks like it's coming off of there. Alright. Now, grab this. We're gonna bring this guy over to here. I know rock work can be super boring, so I'm glad that you all are hanging in there. I know this isn't the most riveting thing to watch at the moment, but still needs to get done. So this is really just, in the end, it's gonna come down to like personal preference and how you want shit sitting. If you're even crazy enough to attempt this madness. Kind of flatten out this section just a little bit. Right, because we can't come down too deep because then we'll be poking through the exhibit guy. But we can get a little bit filled in here. Alright, how's that? Alright, that sits pretty okay right in there. Definitely am trying to fuss with our angles a little bit in certain spots. Like, that's fine, that can poke up there. No reason why that can't. And this doesn't have to sit that far off on every section here. Okay, it can be a little bit more pushed in. Okay. And then don't forget, if you're hanging off too far off of the your edge, you might want to consider putting some sort of like support rock or something under that piece that's overhanging. Now, you don't have to, it's just a suggestion. Just so it doesn't look like it's gonna completely tumble off the top there. So like right here, we could, in theory, have like this guy. I mean, if we want to make it real obvious, we can like put him right there. Alright. And then this guy we could... Nope. We could do this way. In which case, if we want to do that, probably want another like support guy in here. How about we grab this? Wait, that's not the right rock. There we go. It's like, wait a minute, that coloring's way off. Now you don't have to do that, but it just kind of feels like it would be there. Hi, Momo. Momo's back. Hi, what can I do for you? Are you mad that Mommy didn't just stand there with you?
What?
He's bored. He's bored.
Daddy take you outside, huh?
Bored pupper.
Alright, big wiggle.
Bored pupper who's moving about how I feel today. I will say that. I have noticed how he's been extra shaky today when he's going to pee. When he's putting all the weight on that one leg. And I'm like, buddy, I feel ya. The humidity is supposed to be kind of high today. Like 100%. I feel the pupper. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Yeah. It's getting cloudy. It's been cloudy most of the day, though. Oh, you know what? Let's do that with you. And we'll pull you to about there. Now you do kind of hang down low. That might be inappropriate. Sorry, not the rock. What was going through my head? Oh shit. Oh, what the fuck? We've got profanity on. It's mature content tagged for the channel. Do your rocks hang low? Do they wobble to and fro? Sounds like you have a structural problem. Just a little bit. Now, can I get away with this? I don't know if I can. I mean, it's a bit of a cluster there. I guess that's all right. Okay, That's a little too low, I think. Alright, now you... If I put you there, you're still gonna have that weird little gap. Meow? Who's meowing? I don't know who meowed. It could have been Little. She sleep meows. Does anybody else's cats do that? She makes the most distressed noises sometimes when she is sleeping. That might cover that pretty good in there. I think. Alright, so let me grab you. I'll bring you on up. Oh, no, I don't. I didn't want to turn. I guess I didn't actually have it grabbed. That would be a reason for it not wanting to turn. Alright, so we need to stick something in there. I mean, need to, maybe not, but I'm gonna. We do have a little bit of a gap in there. That I feel like should probably be covered with a little something. Alright. Was this strictly a grass run, or did he potty?
Yeah, just grass.
Dog and his grass. He's always been obsessed with it. Always, always. And he's been so sad that his favorite part of the grass that he likes, he either ate all of it or it died off.
It died.
Did you show him the other stuff?
He eventually went to the stuff next to the cardboard.
Oh, because I really think the stuff by the tree stump's what he's looking for.
Well, he was happy with the stuff that was there, so.
Alright. Okay, that's not looking too bad. Getting a little more height involved in there. So let's see if the pathway is out here. That's not too much of an eyesore. Not really. Okay. I mean, that is not a worry necessarily, but it is something I have to think about. Is what we look like from the pathways. Just making sure we're not getting too silly. Okay, got that. this guy. Actually, how about we do that so we get a little bit more coverage with you. You can be a little bit lower in that particular spot and still be okay for us here. Alright, so you... Is that tall of a... Yeah, I guess so. Alright. Well, sure then, I guess. And you can come hang out over here. You need to be a little bit lower though. Not tremendously lower, but a little bit. Okay. So I'm gonna grab this guy again. See if we can get back to work with him. Just to see. Alright, you're not completely level, but you'll do in a pinch there, my friend. Alright. Every time I think I find a flatter edge on this guy, I turn it and then it doesn't look quite so flat. Alright, so this guy. Drag over to here. Alright, so maybe we've got you sitting up a little bit higher. Just a bit. Okay. Now, here I do want something. Doesn't have to be a big something, but definitely feel like we need something. Although you just went down at like the most impossible angle ever. I guess that kinda works. Kinda makes me wonder what's holding the rest of it up though, but okay. That's too tiny. Alright, sometimes I just find it's easier to put these guys on the ground and then access them up to where I'm wanting them to be. Where's that gap of light coming from? Oh, okay. The cat. He is bound and determined. I'll get it. Where's it coming from? Oh, maybe here? Maybe there. I mean, it's not that big of a deal if that section decides it's gonna be silly. And like have a gap that refuses to be found. Because that's in a non-guest area. So I mean, not too bad. Actually, that does need to kind of sit right there. Tiny little dot of light. Oh, tiny little dot of light. I don't really know where you're coming from. You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Ed, you're making all sorts of noises behind me, and you're really starting to be quite the distraction. Alright, let's see. What else we got here? Oh, that's a big rock for $5. Usually the $5 guys are small, and I think I say that every time about that rock, because it always surprises me at how big he actually is. Alright, so where are we? Oh, we're chugging along. We're not almost with this gap filled in, but we're getting closer. I haven't used you in a little bit here. So, what the heck? Okay, we do have that gap right there, but that is gonna be a particularly easy fix here. You know, when it works right, it's a particularly easy fix. Alright, so we got that in there. And I think we'll grab another one of these guys, because it's been a minute since we have grabbed that one of you. I mean, I could bring that down a little bit lower. And we would still be okay. Okay, that really wasn't where I wanted you to be. But okay. You've decided that that's where you want to be, or at least my mouse has decided where that wants to be. Zuzu has decided to grace us with his presence now. Oh boy, you smell like you are saturated in tea tree oil, buddy. Or my nose is just extra sensitive. But he's probably actually saturated in tea tree oil. He's been just going after himself. If I thought like putting a t-shirt on him would do any good, I'd like go to Goodwill and get like a onesie or something and put it on him, but it's not gonna. He would just shred it trying to scratch through it. They really need a bath, and I really need to vacuum the whole house really, really good, but I haven't quite been in a state where I can function well enough to do that at the moment. So that involves all sorts of different ways of moving around. That I probably shouldn't be fucking about with at the moment. What if we grab this guy? And we bring him up. Oh, we're almost to the bathrooms. I didn't think we had quite made it that far. Surprise. Surprise! Okay, so there's the information booth that we barely got the sign in there on. Alright, so we get that guy put into there, right? And then this guy. it down just a little bit more. Alright, that looks okay there. Okay, so the bathroom's here. Information booth is here. Okay. This still looks like a hot mess, but it's going to until we get the center sorted out. That's just the way that's gonna be. We've got all these different heights and things happening. And then it just like stops on that edge, so the edge looks like really like an uneven mess. And it kind of is. I mean, we don't want it that even. Then it's not gonna look, it's gonna look too manufactured, so we kind of need some chaos. So it's good that Nisey Chaos works with the rocks a bit here. No rules, just rocks. Just rocks. Alright, so put you there. Now, from back here, it looks pretty good. Fairly happy with that. Alright. Can lift you up just a skoshers. We can probably come up a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. Nice thing with the rocks is that you don't get too much flickering when you overlap these guys, like the nature rocks. Some of the other like gardening stuff or like wall decorations, like the actual construction materials, sometimes you'll get quite a bit of flicker when you're overlapping. At least that's not too much of a concern at the moment. Say thank goodness for that. So this is kind of why I didn't bother to position change. Why I didn't bother putting up too much fuss on the roof on these buildings here, because we're going to be covering them over, so it didn't really matter. Alright, so put you there. Let's see. If I grab one of you, put you there. And then I think we'll grab you. And we'll kinda, sorta, maybe slide you into there, right? Well, that's not bad. Grab one of these guys. Alright, So this one, I'm gonna turn this way. Now you, I'm gonna kind of slide you into here. Oh, I do see like 2 or 3 spots where I'm gonna need to add like a different rock, and that's okay. That's more than okay. Okay. So if I grab you and I slide you back into there. And then you. Actually, no, not you. You. And we're gonna turn you that way. Yeah, that looks okay. All right. Getting excited. We are making all sorts of progress here. Actually moving a bit faster than I was expecting to. And I know it doesn't seem like we've been moving very fast, but rock work is not exactly fast when you're fussing and checking heights and stuff. And then trying to make sure that you're varying heights and stuff. It's not always super fast. At least for me. Should we stick that on there? The at least for me bit. You know what? You're probably not who I want in this instance. Let me grab you. Alright, what do you look like from down below, I wonder? Not too bad. Alright, so this guy. I do kind of need him there. Just to kind of cover a gap. At least that's what it feels like we need. So I'm just gonna kind of roll with it. Alright, so this one. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna flip you upside down just for a change of pace here. Although you kind of look the same now that I've flipped you over. Kinda. Alright, how far down are you? I'm just trying to see if you are in the ceiling. It's a little hard to tell. I guess if we're, like, you look like you're just, I think you're just barely touching. So, how about we roll with that? Alright, can I do this? Maybe? Let me have that lining up, and that's gonna be a small disaster. So how about I leave you like that? What rock was that one? Alright, that was that one. Let's grab this guy. And let's see about maybe sliding you into there. Alright, that's not bad from here. We can work with that. Absolutely. Oh, you know what? Let's take that off. Don't quite need that on anymore to that degree at the moment. Okay. Do you there. Hey, I need to get panko. I'm just telling you in the hopes that I remember.
Not right now, right?
I hadn't planned on doing it tonight.
Works for me, dear.
I know she wants me to make that thing, but for simplicity's sake tonight, I think I might just make baked garlic chicken and some vegetables. So I was hoping to get like a bag of fun pasties that she might enjoy to have with it. You know, they never explain to you that when you get older and you have to fend for yourself, and when you suck at making decisions, that one of the hardest things is going to be figuring out what the fuck you're going to make for dinner every night. I don't fucking know. I would eat the same thing most nights, but my mom hates leftovers, right? So it makes things... That was an interesting noise. Is that a vehicle? It makes things a little bit more challenging. Yeah, that was a vehicle. We're gonna have some showers later, it looks like, but nothing near us right now. My mom wants chicken parm, and I know I can make it without the panko, but it's not the same when the chicken's not breaded. It's just not. And I feel like the breading helps hold the cheese and the sauce on the chicken a little bit better. Oh hey, that's what I wanted to check on. What's your scenery rating at? Fantastic. What about you? Wonderful. I forgot to check it after we did all of the landscaping. I just happened to think about that. I was like, you know, we haven't checked on that in a while. Maybe we should. Alright. I think I'm terrified to know how many rocks I've used so far. I think that's a number I don't want to know. Alright, put that in there. And let's see. Alright, we can sink that down a little bit. We're closing the gap, you guys. We're getting there. We are getting there. Slowly. But it's happening. Whoop. That was me. My hand decided to hold on to that mouse key a little bit longer than we necessarily needed to. It's okay. We forgive that finger and that hand because that hand's having a rough go of it. I think it's slowly improving, or today's just a better day. I don't know. The CT brace at night's been helping. Oddly enough. I wasn't so sure it was gonna. But I think it's finally starting to. And in all honesty, I should probably be sleeping in it anyway because of the funny ways I like to bend my hands when I'm sleeping. Half the time I catch myself with like my wrist like bent in half. Or if I was slightly more flexible, I could probably grab my arm. Not that flexible though. So it's kind of more like bent in like an L kind of shape. Alright, so you're actually a little tall. I feel like. Oh no. No, you're probably okay. Alright, this guy. I don't want to get too far ahead, but at the same time, getting anxious to get this roof done. But we don't want to speed up too much at this point, or then things will just look funny. So I'm like totally toying with the plastic walkthrough curtain, putting them up here. Just to like try to keep the weather out of the hallway for the maintenance crew to access the turbines. And like they're not that noticeable. So I might just forgo it for now, but I'm gonna hold on to that idea later in case it's somewhere where the guests are a little bit closer. So I still haven't decided. Some of this landscaping back here might change a little bit if we end up putting in a food court or like some benches just for like some quiet time. We'll see. Haven't completely decided about that just yet. Alright, what am I doing? What am I doing? I don't know. What the fuck am I doing? Let's move the microphone closer since I'm talking low today. You guys are allowed to yell at me if I'm talking too low. Sometimes I don't realize how low I actually am. I mean, politely yell, like poke me and be like, hey, we can't hear you. Be like, eh. Get that thing that you see in the old black and white shows that they hold up to their ear with the little funnel on it. I don't remember what it's called. The thing I keep wanting to try to call it, I know that's not what it is. Are you down enough is the question. I think so. Alright, so where are we at here? Oh, look. We definitely won't finish the inner ring today, but maybe we can at least finish this outer section here. So next week's goal can be finishing up the roof in its entirety. And then spinning the wheel. How about that? This still didn't take as long as Hippity Hoppity House. I am fairly confident that Hippity Hoppity House took longer. So I am grateful for that. But we had a lot of custom building going on and a lot of fussing over there with the frogs, so... I suppose that was to be expected. So let's grab you. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted at all. Yes, that was what I wanted. Oh, that's low. That is super low. I mean, he looks good at the top. Down below is a little iffy, but didn't like how that one was orientated. And I really didn't feel like fucking around with the angle snap right at this very moment. Alright, that should be... Okay, sorry I'm like at a weird angle looking at that, but at this stage of the game, with this roof work, don't have a whole lot of choice in the matter. Because we're gonna be like tucked into a rock and stuff. At certain instances here. Okay, so you there. And yeah, that looks okay, I think. Okay, so what's this one? Okay, that's that one. You there. Oh, did she buy ground beef?
Yes.
She wants Sloppy Joe tonight then.
She's talking about doing it tomorrow. It's up to you.
Yeah, but I don't know what the date on those buns is. Go ask her if she actually wants it tonight. We don't have to do chicken tonight. I just had the vague memory of like, oh, I'm just running through my head with a silent monologue of, okay, so if we do garlic chicken tonight, oh, what am I gonna dip the chicken in? And then I was like, wait, do we have this? And I was like, oh yeah, there's a whole new bottle of it. And then I was like, wait, that queued up something else. And I'm like, what did that queue up? Memory of a conversation about a bottle of ketchup. And I was like, I feel like this was important. About the bottle of ketchup. And then I remembered her asking if I would make Sloppy Joe or if we had the stuff to make it. And I was kind of hesitant because I was like, I think we do. But Sloppy Joe he can help make. Which means I can be off my feet a little bit longer. Which at this very moment I am all for.
She said, yeah, she's game for Sloppy Joe, so we get started.
Okay.
It's about time, right?
Yeah, close enough. Yay. I really don't feel like cooking tonight. Really don't. Oh. Not fun when you fuck up your back, kids. Let me tell you. really, really not fun. Oof. Alright, let's see. Because, like, there's no easy relief solution. Like, you can't lay a certain way, you can't sit a certain way, at least with what I fucking did. Sitting's uncomfortable, standing's uncomfortable, there's just no escaping it. It's just like, nah. Maybe it was a $10 rock and I called it a $5 rock. That's not bad. Like, not really. Oof. And it lets us finish up this outer ring here before we call it a day. That potentially could be too low. No, that should be okay. Okay, so if I put you there, right? Can grab one of you. Click, then drag, silly. Click, then drag. So I can put you there. I kind of feel like you're just sitting here. Without anything to lean on. And it feels a little like it's gonna fall. Alright. Where's that? There you are. Like, we've got enough of these down now that I can usually just find one in the pile without necessarily having to open the other thing, but so if I put you there like that, and let's see, can we grab you here? Where are you? Okay, if that's, yeah, alright. You're okay right there. Alright, now the only thing that's a little meh with that is that we're gonna need to potentially link those two there and there. Alright, now we still have to do the intersection, but that will have to wait until next week because we are out of time. But we can go ahead and take a quick run through on the ground here. we'll see. Let's take the lights down though. See if our lighting's gonna work here. Creepy crawlers sign. That probably needs... Nope, I had it for a split second. There it is. Oh, that might just be a shadow. Okay. Alright, so let's head on in. We've got some drink machines here. Ice cream. Oh, okay, it's in little cups. I never actually looked inside there before. Ooh, one of our insect houses. Nice. I have no idea what I just walked over the top of. Looks like a bench. Alright, let's head this way. Alright. Ooh, there's some more of our buggy houses. Those look great with the lighting coming up from underneath on them. Gives them kind of like a spooky look. There's the staff only section. Way to walk out into the rest of the zoo. Nice. Alright. So let's move on down in through here. Okay, I think we're at a good level of darkness in here. I don't think it's too bright. And you can definitely see that the eyeballs are glowing on the walls in the places that we have them, so that's good. That was an effect I definitely wanted to be there. Oh my god, it's a mirror. I never noticed they had a mirror so you could see the hat on your head. That's all sorts of hilarious. If I could stop walking on all of the benches, that would be great. Looks like we are selling some coffee in here. Oh, it's coffee beans. Okay. I'm like, why is there crushed almonds there? Tells you how much I actually use the Street Fox coffee thing. Alright, good, good. Got our bathroom here, another staff entrance area. That bathroom could be a little bit more lit up on the inside, but that's okay. There's our information booth is doing some business. Good. What are we at for? Oh, good. We're in green for everything. That's fantastic. That's not something I have a easy time doing. But it looks like people are actually stopping to read the education boards. And then we're back here where we started because there's our cosmic cow. Alright, not bad. If we, let's see, try to find the fastest one here. Alright, we'll go in this one. So if we go in this door, sorry, they've got the lens flare on the camera with all the lights and stuff. So if we come in here, so this is the staff area. I guess technically we don't have to roof this section in. Nobody's really gonna see this but the staff. Or if you're on the the gondolas or whatever. So we might have to do something here. I don't know. We probably will. No one watched my performance. Do they not like me anymore? You're fine, dude. You're fine, Larry. Oh, wait. It's Larry that I keep thinking he's wearing a hat. But that's his hair. Right. Okay. I'm gonna bring the lights up. And then we're gonna get out of that and go into standard. Alright, so yeah, I guess we will finish roofing that off just because of the whole transportation ride scenario that might happen. But like from the ground, like you can't even tell that that middle section isn't covered. We could potentially just put like glass dome over this, but I think we'll just finish with the rocks on that. So hello, Frozen. I hope you're having a good day. So yeah, but that we're gonna deal with next Friday. I do hope everybody has a great weekend. I'll be back tomorrow with more Planet Zoo, actually. The husband and I are streaming Planet Zoo on Saturday. I stream in the morning, well, not the morning, early afternoon, and he streams in the evening. We're working on a challenge zoo, not like a set parameter in-game challenge zoo, but a self-made challenge between the two of us where we're using the same map, the same building rules, and we're trying to see who can do it better. And in that one, we are in Sandbox on that one, but we do have research turned on. We have money counting, and I think we have power everything turned on because the husband was getting frustrated with having to put the power thingies in and decorate around them because they just, he's like, this is dumb. So so we've got that. And he'll be streaming, he's back on this channel, streaming that in the evening. When he's up to streaming. He's not always up to streaming. But, we'll do announcements and stuff. So just make sure that you've got the notifications turned on here. Excuse me. Or that you're following on Twitter. Either one will get you to where you need to find out. We are gonna call it a day. I was just checking to see my list to see if I had anybody streaming right now, but I don't. So next week we will be done the Creepy Crawler's Cave, Creepy Crawler's Cavern, and then we'll be spinning the Building Wheel of Doom yet again to see what the next painful thing is going to be in store for us. If we manage to get a habitat, we'll click the animal generator and see what we get. Just checking out the front entrance because it's been a while since we've been back over here. Not too bad, not too bad. As simple as this sign was, I do kind of like it. I mean, sometimes simple's the way to go. But, yeah, I do like our little Streamland sign there. So if anybody is looking to see the other builds that we've done in this so far, I do have a playlist on my YouTube channel that, all of the live streams from this one are archived on. And I believe that's, I believe I did call that playlist Streamland Park now. Most of the live streams are over there depending on what we do. So like maybe 95% of the live streams are archived over there. So we've got that happening. And sometimes you might see something that didn't get live streamed pop up on the YouTube channel, so worth a follow over there. And then I've also got the links to the Insta, the Kofi, and the Twitter, like I said earlier. I don't know if I'm bringing the website back yet. We might. Depends on how much of a shit show Twitter ends up continuing to be. Just to have another place where you can find us. But then it's something else I have to update. Where did all of my snow go? I had more snow than this in here. They seem to be okay. But I swear I had more snow. Well, they're not bitching about the temperature, so I guess they're alright. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with the zoo against the husband. We will have art time on Saturday and Sunday. So until then, you guys, have fun with Planet Zoo. Try to stay cool and safe, and have a good one.